This is 99X. It's Barnes and Leslie, the Morning X. 5K a day. We've only given away 1K so far. Ooh, did I say only? What if it happened in the middle of Celebrity Sleaze? It just might. The Freeloader app also is waiting for you. The 99X Freeloader app. You've got upcoming concerts in there. You've got up-to-the-minute 99X music news. A bunch of Freeloader-only contests. So download it where you get your apps. The new 99X Freeloader app brought to you by John Foy & Associates. Personal injury. Get the strong arm. And get the Sleaze.
Oh, Barnes, this might not be for you, but it is for me. It's official for the first time ever. 2 Game of Thrones series will air in the same year, which means we don't have to wait a year and a half like we used to. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, premiering in January, and then early summer, House of the Dragon, Season 3.
Are these spinoffs? Because I don't watch that.
Yes, there are.
They're spinoffs. Okay, good.
Yes, okay. And I don't want to get into it with you because it would just go over your head.
If you do that, I'll bring Love is Blind out and we'll analyze that first episode. Season 9, now playing.
Producer Mark Ronson to score the new Greta Gerwig Narnia. That is an adaptation for Netflix. This is her follow-up to Barbie. Yes, he is going to reportedly, it's going to follow The Magician's Nephew, the 6th novel in the C.S. Lewis series. By the way, the cast is expected to include Meryl Streep, who is, coincidentally, Mark Ronson's mother-in-law. You knew that, right?
Yeah, that's tough to go from Barbie to Narnia.
I know. Also starring Daniel Craig, Carey Mulligan, big cast. I saw this trailer yesterday, and I was like, what? This is Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. And when I tell you they both look a little nutty, it's called Die, My Love. 2 couples descending into marital madness.
Cheryl mentioned that you're a writer.
I don't do that anymore.
Stuck for inspiration?
I'm stuck between wanting to do something and not wanting to do anything at all. Where are you now?
Is everything all right?
When was the last time we had sex? Rough guess.
Things have been, Where's your book going, by the way?
Main character is about to batter her husband to death with a hammer.
Shut
Wow.
Okay, what exactly is the theme of this one?
It says that they're descending into marital madness. That's all it gave me. That is in theaters November the 7th. Jennifer Lawrence, Robert Pattinson.
Wow, that's an interesting couple. I really love her, man. I'll watch anything she's in.
She is such a great actress.
Yeah.
You know, Charlie Hunnam is all over the place now because of the Ed Gein story. I mean, it's just everywhere. I haven't started it yet, but I will. But, of course, I know him from Sons of Anarchy. And he tells this story, and I thought it was really interesting how long it takes a show to find an audience, but then how streaming can help.
Real tipping point with Sons of Anarchy. We made that show for like a shoestring budget. Even as being as cheap as it was, I think it was very hard to justify giving us a second season because like nobody watched it. And we just by the skin of our teeth got picked up for a second season and then only just got picked up for a third season. And then streaming was born. And all of a sudden, everybody started watching Sons of Anarchy. And like overnight, we went from being this super obscure show to being like a huge international hit.
But what's weird, though, is that doesn't always translate because Water's Edge on Netflix is a great example. It was #1 for multiple weeks and it got canceled.
I know. And I think, though, what he's talking about are shows that have been around a while with multiple seasons. Then they come over to Netflix.
New life.
And people are discovering it for the first time. Look what happened with Suits. Unbelievable.
Netflix is building this massive studio in New Jersey where they're going to start churning these things out. Because I guess the tax credit is so big there, they're stealing all the Atlanta production. There are only 4 productions in Atlanta right now. I know Tulsa King's about to start for the 4th season, I guess, here. But it is slim pickings in Atlanta.
That's really sad. I saw that story. Speaking of Tulsa King, I watched the first 2 episodes of the new season. Off to a great start. I know you watched that show, right?
Yeah, I watched the first season, then I started the second one. So this is the 3rd one, right?
Yeah, this is season 3. This is, again, started off really well. Barnes, you know it couldn't be a Celebrity Sleaze without me bringing up
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Wait.
We got to get him on.
What do you think about, seriously, he now has a new Non-alcoholic beer. Here we go. Here's the commercial for it.
You know how in the movies, you never get to find out what's in the case? It's 2 hours of build-up, metaphor, suspense. Yep, that'll do. And then nothing. Cute in the movies, but in real life, the best plot twist is actually opening it. Sometimes the twist isn't what's in the case, it's what's not. Wild AF, delicious, non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, a lot's changed, but my love for great tasting beer hasn't. That's why I made my own. Wild AF, delicious real beer, alcohol-free. You know, what the AF stands for.
It's called Wild AF? Charlie, this is the big comeback. He's got a book tour and a beer so far. There's got to be something bigger at the end of the road.
Dude, this is leading into something bigger. You know it is. Let's talk Pauly Shore. I've never seen him get real and raw like this about what went wrong in his career. He was on with Joe Rogan.
You know, I had an album and I was doing all of it at once.
Was it weird?
It was so much fun. That's why now when I look back on my films, I get kind of sad.
Why?
Because that time of my life was my happiest time.
But why does it make you sad?
Because it was really amazing. And now life is still good, but it's not like it was.
So what changed?
I think for a lot of people in their 20s, at least my opinion, when you're in your 20s, if you up, it doesn't really matter. And that's kind of what I miss. Now, like when you get older, like things are like, you know, mom's sick or this, or, you know, there's all these like, life things, you know, or like, I'm going to be 50 next year. You know what I mean? Just like things like when you're younger, me and my friends, we used to go to the beach and smoke pot. You know, we used to go to the Roxy. We used to go to the Rainbow. It was like...
Why can't you still do that?
Because I don't feel like it.
Well, then why does it make you sad that you don't feel like doing those things? What do you feel like doing?
I mean, he is a little grumpy.
He needs maybe to talk to Charlie Sheen to get a little pep talk.
He could do that kind of comeback maybe, but his movies were, like, for some reason, those first couple did well.
Yeah.
And then he was everywhere.
That is your celebrity sleaze.
We are the musers on the pod so far. We've discussed people we love.
I didn't tell you guys. Cuban emailed.
What are you wearing?
Well, no, that's not.
Things we love. Got way into typewriters.
How many typewriters do you own?
Let's not podcast anymore.
Just estimate.
It's time to get really down and dirty.
These are great ideas. Start a podcast and then forget to promote it on social media.
So,
what is our podcast about? Yeah, whatever we feel like.
The Musers, the podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.